they, they decide whether to select the student on the basis of one round, two round, or we need to take more rounds. Okay, and on based on that rounds, either they accept the student as a future TCSer or they reject their application. Okay, but generally speaking, three different kind of the interview rounds are conducted by TCS, which are initially the first round is technical interview, followed by management interview, that is generally called as MR round, and last round is personal interview or HR interview. Sometimes what happens, technical interview as well as management interview is carried out at the same time, so that the two panelists are sitting together and they ask questions from the different domain, right? So now let's discuss in brief what they ask in each round of the interview. Now, as I earlier said, first round will be technical interview round. In technical interview, they want to check your programming and coding skills if you are CSIT students. But right now, you are most of the from mechanical background. Okay, so your core mechanical knowledge is most important thing for them. As I earlier said, first round is technical round. The person like me who is working in TCS from the last 1 or 2 or 3 years is sitting there to take your interview. So he is generally asked question from the mechanical background. So you need to clear about the basic mechanical knowledge. Okay, and along with this, you should aware about the different technologies that are going on. They will also check your IT awareness and knowledge about the latest technologies. So you should prepare about the what are the different technologies that right now TCS is working on. So you can Google it and you will find the n number of the answers with the description. Okay, now what are the way interview will check above knowledge? We know that interview can ask two types of the question. One type of the question is it will be new or surprising questions or question from his mind, and second type of the question will be resume based question. So as I discussed with the Nishanda sir, they said that all the students have submitted their resume during the during filling the form for the TCS NQT, right? So as I said, second type of the question will be resume based, and this is the most important thing that you need to focus upon, because you have already submitted your resume. So most of the questions will be based on the resume, because this interview is online mode. So the person who is taking interview is mostly asking question on the basis of the resume. All of you know that TCS NQT was conducted all over India, and students from different states, cities and region have cracked the first round, and different students from different cities, college will face the interview at stipulated span of time. As yesterday evening, some of the students have contacted me and they said that some of the students from the Kerala and Jharkhand have already going through interviews and all this. So I just had talked with the HR at morning. Okay, so till now they haven't replied to me. Once I get the date of the for the this region, I will definitely update you on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so as I earlier mentioned, the TCS NQT is carried out all over the India. So obviously the interview panel or officials who are conducting the interview will largely differ, and hence the technical questions asked in this round will be differ. Okay, so your friend might be asked, will face questions on the different technologies or different core knowledge, and you will might be face the questions on depending on that particular interviewer. So we can't predict that only mechanical knowledge is enough for this particular interview. So basic programming, C programming knowledge is must, whether you are from mechanical, civil, or you are from the other any non CSIT branch like electrical, automotive. So basic C knowledge is must for the TCS interview. But most important thing is what I earlier said, resume based questions will be there. So whatever the content you have written in the resume, okay, so you should be clear with that, and you should be ready with this any kind of the question or based on your resume. Okay, now what are the major parts of the resume on which the technical questions will be asked? Now it can be initially academic projects. As you are final year students, before B you must have done some kind of the mini projects or some different kind of the sponsored projects. So you should ready with the whatever the your contribution in that project. As project is a group activity, so you should tell what was your role, what you have did during the academic year, and you should clear all the whatever the work you have done in the stipulated span of the time. Now next is extra or hobby projects that you have done. Okay, so we can say that extracurricular activities. And after that final year project, even though you are right now you are final year student and might be your project is not ready or idea is not clear, but during the interview you should convey your message to your interviewers in such a way that right now I am working on the project, even though our project is not ready, we are working on this technology, we are working this technology, and we will complete our project on That means you have to be clear with your idea. This will tell interviewer that you are aware about the time period. Okay. And next part of the resume is internships and training and workshops. Okay. So guys, you should be aware about that. Some students have lied during their interview that I have done internships in NASA and where. Okay, so guys, the interviewer who is in front of you is aware about all this, because whatever the eye contact you are keeping with the interviewer. Okay, so on that basis he will definitely catch you. So guys, whatever the internships or workshop you have really conducted, or you are part of that, then and only then you should tell that to interviewer that I have completed this internship or training from this institute. Okay. And after that, technical seminars and paper presentation will be additionally whatever the activities you have done and mentioned in the resumes. You should be prepared with that, so that if interviewer asks what kind of the presentation or what are the content of the paper presentation when you have presented, you should be ready with this kind of disturbs. And lastly, as you know, from the COVID situation, you are all are doing the online courses from the different kind of the Udemy's or the LinkedIn Learning. So you can mention the courses that you have done till now. It will be additional benefit for you. Now there is a concept called the leading the interview. You might heard about the leading the interview concept. What is the leading the interview? It is a trick by which you can make interviewer ask answers what you want. I repeat, what is the leading the interview? It is the technique or trick, you can say, by which you can decide what interviewer asks to you. Now what, that seems an interesting question, interesting stuff. Now you might be in doubt that how can we do it. Let's take a simple example. Might be interviewer ask you, tell me something about your mini project. Now it is your job to be ready for the answer to this question and design the answer in such a way that you will end your answer or concept or point to which you want the interviewer to ask the next question. That means if the interviewer asks to tell me something about mini project, whatever the answer you are giving to the interviewer, the last point is going to be matter, because he will continue the next question from that last point. So you have to be clear with this particular trick so that you can lead the interview. Generally a person remembers only last few words of your answer during an interview, so you need to design the answer in a such a way that end point should be the one on which you have to be focused on. Okay, now when interviewer asks a question on the end point, you need to be ready with the answer which will again ends with the another point. That means even if you giving the first question's answer, the next answer should be like that. The whatever the question you want to be faced, the last line should be designed in such a way that this is called the leading the interview. So that by using this trick you can easily lead the interview and easily crack this interview. By doing proper study and proper whatever the resume that you have submitted, the study of that particular resume, you can easily do this trick. So I will recommend to prepare this kind of the questions, and whatever the content you have written in the resume, whatever the content and whatever the achievements you have mentioned in the resume will definitely help you to get to prepare for this TCS interview and get a job in the TCS. Now be ready with the answers with this all the kind of the steps. Along with this, as I mentioned earlier, this is the first round, that is technical round. Now second round will be management round. So generally in the TCS, technical round is carried out by this person or employee who is working from TCS in last 2 to 3 years, and second round management round is carried out by the project manager who have at least 10 years of experience in the TCS. So what is the management round? In second round, management round, which is basically combination of the technical round and personal interview round, or you can say that HR round. It is a combination of technical round as well as the HR round, so that the management round, in management round the person might be asking question from your personal profile also, otherwise he can ask question from the technical background also. So you should be prepared with that. Okay, so what is the intent for this management round? The person who is carrying the management round, he is checking your team skills, time management skills and confidence, along with the presence of mind. As I earlier said, he has more than 10 years of experience. So the way you are speaking, the way you are making the eye contact, only by seeing he can conclude that is the student is really speaking truth or he is lying, or the lack of confidence will be is the student have or he is really confident. He can easily judge the team skills of you and whatever the time management you can make on the based on your answer. So guys, the second round is the most important round, I can say, because the project manager has enough experience to judge you, and based on that he will give marks to you, and at the end all the marks will be based on that marks your result will be declared. And generally the questions to check the skills are again based on your project or event or competitions which you have participated. Sometimes even situation based questions will be asked. So without getting confused or without getting any kind of the hurriness, you have to answer all these kind of the questions, as the situation based questions are just to check your mental ability and how you can handle the stress. So that guys, even though if you don't know about the answer, you can clearly say that sorry sir, I don't know this answer. Okay, that will be fine. But if you are making some kind of the false assumptions or this kind of the stuff, it will be easily catched by that particular person. Okay, again I previously mentioned it is not necessary that everyone will face this interview. As I earlier mentioned, some of the students have faced only one round, some of the students have faced two rounds, or some of the students have also faced three rounds. Okay, so it depends on the student to student and depends on the interviewer also. Okay, now last round is personal interview round. It is as important as technical round and management round. It is majorly conducted by the HR to check your future plan, work ethics, and willingness to work at any location or any shift. Now let's cover some of the most common personal interview questions. Before that, in chat box, please tell me that whether you are clear with these three rounds. In further period of the time, I will cover most important questions which will be your important for the TCS. But let's just let me know that in the chat box whether you are clear with the three rounds. Okay, good.
Have any query, any doubt regarding the three rounds? Please mention your questions in chat, or you to free to ask.
Yes,
Okay, this
yes.
is an open discussion.
Right now, I will discuss some of the important question as well as the answer you can give, so that even after the 7 p.m. you have mock interview round, so that at that time you can give these answers, and you will definitely see that there is hike in the confidence that way you are speaking. Okay, and as I mentioned in the WhatsApp group also, okay, this is the new platform for you guys. That means you can easily speak with your friends, teachers whenever they are present in front of you. But speaking on the in front of the laptop, it is a new thing for all of you, right? So guys, you can make any random Zoom meetings or any kind of the Microsoft Team meetings, and you can talk with your friends, so that it will be boosting confidence for you guys. Okay, so guys, right now I will cover some of the important questions from the personal interview or HR interview round. As I earlier mentioned, the technical interview round is carried out by n number of the different interviewer. So the questions ask, do online courses matter from some platform? Okay, I will cover this all questions at the end. Okay, so just right now let me continue with this particular topic. Okay, and at the end I will give you time so that you can ask your all the questions, right? So as I said, the technical round is carried out by different interviewers. So some of the people will ask you question from the thermodynamics, some kind of the other interviewer you will ask you question from the other topics like manufacturing. It depends on the interviewer to interviewer, but what is common in all this interview round is HR round, because the whatever the questions you will face in HR or personal interview round, 90% of the questions will be repeated. And as I know, the all the questions of the relocation and this different kind of the questions have different kind of the mark system whenever the interview is taking your interview. So these answers, whatever you are answer giving to personal interview round, is more important. So some of the questions right now I will cover over here. So guys, you can take one pen and paper also with you, so that you can right now, after the finishing this particular session, you can the mug up this kind of the whatever the output of this session, and it will be better for your further companies also, not only for the TCS. But even though unfortunately if some of the students will not get chance to part of the TCS, you can use this particular whatever the questions right now I'm telling to you for the other companies too. So I will ask you to just take a pen and paper to you, so that it will be better for you to use this answer for your further interview rounds. Okay, so guys, I will give you just a 2 minutes break so that you can take a pen and paper.
ओके, मी तुला पण ब्रेक घेतील.
काही इश्यू नाही, ते
हा.
आपण कंटिन्यू बोलू शकतो.
मग आता पॉवर पॉईंट वापरूया का आपण यांना?
चालेल, काही
Point.
इश्यू नाही.
मी
ठीक
काय म्हणते, पॉवर पॉईंट मध्ये
आहे. हे
तू
तुम्ही
काय
घेता
करणार?
का?
हा हा
इम्पॉर्टंट वाटते तुम्ही हे करता का?
लिहू का तिथं?
हां, म्हणजे एक एक शब्द तुम्हाला जे वाटतं. आता मी इनिशियली म्हणतो, व्हाय डू वी हायर यू?
हा.
हायर,
हा
फक्त एक क्वेश्चन झालं. ठीक.
ओके,
स्ट्रेंथ्स, फक्त स्ट्रेंथ्स
तिथे लिहू
क्वेश्चन.
हा, मी ते मी लिहू म्हणतो का आणि तू बोल म्हणतो
हो
का?
हो, काही इश्यू नाही.
म्हणजे आता मी हे म्हणतो, आता जे 3 राऊंड सांगितलंस ना, मग ते कोणकोणते राऊंड आपण लिहिले असते असं म्हणतो.
चालेल, काही इश्यू नाही.
पीपीटी चालू करूया का आता मग?
चल चल करेल शेअर कर. खूप पण मोठा ब्रेक घ्यायला नको, मुलं का पोवायची.
आणि आता कसं आहे जॉबची त्यामुळे ना गरज आहे. आपण काय शेअर केलं आधी क्रॉस चेक करू.
रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे आपला.
हां आपलं रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे.
साऊंड रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे मे बी.
हां आपल्या इकडेच रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे.
ठीक आहे. थोडं फास्ट चाललं नाही ना.
नाही, थोडं
ठीक आहे ठीक आहे.
हां म्हणजे काय बरोबर नाही सर ओके विषय बेस्ट.
माझा ॲक्सेंट फास्ट आहे. इथून करू शकता. शेअरिंग चालू आहे ना आता.
आता ब्रेक
चालू करा. हो चालेल. Have you taken the pen and notepad? Just answer me as a yes if you are ready with these steps. Okay, fine. So guys, I will discuss some of the important questions from the HR round. Okay. So generally any interview you are facing, the first question will be introduce yourself. Okay. And I will come to this particular question at the end of the session because this is the most important question in any interview. So I will start with the different questions. First question is why do we hire you? Yesterday in a WhatsApp group, one student asked me, even though I am from the mechanical background, if interviewer asked me why you are not preparing the core job and why you are ready for the TCS job, right? So I told him that I will answer you later on so that each and everyone will be aware about this particular answer. So generally the interviewer asks the question, why do we hire you? So your answer will be, you should be give answer in the positive way. So you can say that I believe this organization is a platform where I can showcase my skills, learn new things, and I can nurture my skills. I repeat, I believe this is organization where I can use this platform for nurturing my skills. I can learn the new things. I will utilize my skills in my work so that not only my career is built up, but also I will contribute to the organization progress. So by making this statement, you are telling that not only my progress, the organization will also get benefited. Whatever the skills I will develop during the TCS job, I will use those skills for the TCS as well as my betterment. Right? So this is the positive attitude that you need to be developed during the interview. If you want, I will repeat the answer so that you can note it down. I believe this organization is a platform where I can showcase my skills, learn new things, and can nurture my skills. I will utilize my skills in my work so that not only my career is built up, but also my organization progress will be taken care. One more point I would like to tell over here. If it is the less time you will finding for the noting it down, just make mobile recording on so that you can later on you can listen it. Okay, so it will be, you can focus on the session also and mobile will capture all the recording and later on you can utilize it for the listening. Okay, and you can also add the answer, since I am fresher, I don't have any work experience. As you all from the final year of engineering, you can say that since I am fresher, I don't have any work experience, but when I will get a chance to work, I will definitely work with my full determination. What you are saying, since I'm fresher, I don't have any work experience, but whenever I will get a chance to work with this esteemed organization, you can say I will definitely work with my full determination. And if you give me a chance to work with your company, I will work with my positive attitude and responsibility. I repeat, if you give me a chance to work in your company, I will work with my positive attitude and responsibility. And I will try my level best. Thank you. The answer will definitely boost up your confidence also and the way interviewer looking to you. Okay, so this is the first question, why do we hire you? Most of the times, whatever the I have interacted with different kind of the TCS interviewers and whatever the colleagues I have, most of the people face with this question, why should we hire you? Now next question is strengths. Okay, in any interview you will face what are your strengths question. Okay, so guys, you should be aware about your strengths. Whatever the strengths you have mentioned in the resume, okay, you should be stick with that. But in case if you want to add some the strengths that you haven't mentioned in the resume, you can do that also, right? So guys, what will be strength for you? What you should be answer this for this question. I am a quick learner, learn new things easily, and always ready to new challenges. Why this particular question is important? As you know, all you are from mechanical background, and the TCS right now is working on the different domains from the retail to IT outsourcing. TCS is everywhere. Okay, so adapting the new challenges and adapting the new skills is most important thing in the TCS background. So whatever the strengths you are telling on the based on that he can judge you. So you can answer in such a way that I am a quick learner, learn new things, and always ready to new challenges. Okay. Otherwise, you can also answer in such a way that my strength is that I am a self-motivated person, I am disciplined, and I am a hard worker person. I can mold the situation in a positive manner and able to handle the difficult situation. By giving this kind of the answers, you are making sure that whenever you will work in the project, whatever the new skills you need to be work upon or whatever the new skill you need to be developed, you can capture that in a stipulated period of the time so that interview will get impressed with you. Okay, during giving the answer for the strengths you should tell about your problem solving skills, otherwise convincing skill. Now if you ask me what is convincing skills, you can give example of your final year project, as final year project is a team activity, and how you convinced your team members so that we can do this project. This kind of the answer you can give. And after that you can also focus on the presenting or communication skills. It is the most important thing in any corporate industry, and you should focus on how you are good team player. Your answer should be such a way that you it will be replied that how good team player you are. Another point that I would like to tell you that initiative and leadership skills, how you during your college time, if you are part of any organization like mesa or different kind of the bodies like ishre ashre or ndt isnt, different kind of the organizational bodies will be there, and if you are part of that or you are president of that, you can mention over there. It will reflect your initiative and leadership skills. Okay, now followed by strengths, always the most important question, one of the most important question is your weakness, right? There is no person that is which is 100% truly only having the strengths. There should be weakness. Now guys, from the different YouTube channels and different person, it is already most of the students or most of the employees tell that you should not expose your weakness and all those things. But what I will tell you that you should tell your three weaknesses. Out of that, first weakness should be genuine. Okay, genuine weakness. I will give example of this also. Okay, now second weakness should be your strength as a weakness. What I said, strength as a weakness. And third weakness should be irrelevant weakness. Now I will give examples of this all these three different kind of the weaknesses. Now what is the genuine weakness? Okay, so during the when I was giving interview, I am facing the interview. The interviewer asked me question, what are your weaknesses? So what I answered during that time is that, sir, I am totally workaholic. Unless and until the work assigned to me is completed, I am totally impatient. So here you are conveying that I'm impatient, but it is for the positive attitude, because what I said, I'm workaholic, and unless and until the task assigned to me is completed, I will not get patient. And you also tell that you have to tell that how you can cure that weakness. Means, as I told, I am impatient. For that, I am doing different kind of the yogas, or you can say that if you have done the art of living course or any kind of the pranayams, you can add that answer for that, so that interview will get impressed by your answer, as he has weakness and he is also working for that weakness. Okay. Second point is strength as a weakness. Just like first answer, you can give the answer for this particular question, strength as a weakness. You can give different kind of the examples for this also, that unless and until the work is completed, okay, I am not get satisfied. Different kind of the answers you can give as a weakness, but it should be positive. And third weakness is irrelevant weakness. Okay, if you will ask me what is irrelevant weakness, you can tell that my handwriting is not good enough. Okay, now as you know, 99.99% work will be carried out on laptop or computer. Your handwriting is no matter whether it is super fine or bad. Okay, so if you telling that my handwriting is not that much good, okay, only during signing your bond you are using your pen, unless and until that you are not using pen and paper in the TCS. So you can tell this kind of the example that my handwriting is not so good. This kind of the irrelevant weaknesses which will not affect your TCS job, you can easily tell. Okay. Now next question is why TCS? Okay. As I earlier started with the question, why should I hire you? Now I am covering why TCS. Okay. Before that, I would like to tell you guys that you should be aware about the different kind of the bodies of the TCS. Means who is CEO of the TCS, who is director of the TCS. I will cover those questions also at the end. Okay. I will definitely cover all these questions. But from the Google, you have to read all these different stuffs, so that even the interviewer will not ask you who is director, you can add these questions to the TCS. Means if the interviewer asks questions to you why TCS, as you know, the Ratan Tata is a totally person who is India's one of the pride. India have the pride on that, because he's always do different kind of the donations and different kind of the activities. So you can tell these activities, so that the interviewer will get idea that you are aware of all the activities of the Tata group. Okay, so he will definitely give you good marks for this particular answer. So I will give answer for this particular question, why TCS? Okay, because I'm fresher and your company reputation is very good in the market. Okay, I repeat, because I'm a fresher and your company reputation is very good in the market. If I join this esteemed company, repeat what I'm saying. If I join this esteemed company, okay, you should focus on this kind of the adjectives like esteemed, well known. If I join this esteemed company to improve myself and my skills also, means by joining this organization, I can earlier I said, by joining this organization I can improve my skills also, and I can contribute to the organization also. I want to contribute to organization also, right? And if you select me, I will do my best in your organization, right? This kind of the answer will definitely help you. Other answer you also give like, sir, TCS is very big brand globally, and it would be a matter of pride to be associated with your company. And another reason is everyone want to work with this kind of the esteemed company. So definitely, as everyone, I would like to part of this particular esteemed organization. You can give this kind of the answers also, right? And if you feel this answer is very long, you can give short answers as, sir, to prove my skills I need a platform, and if you give me opportunity in your company, sooner or future I will definitely prove my skills. This kind of the short answers you can also give. Okay, so this is answer for the YTCS. Now I will hand over to the next question. Sometimes of the interviewer ask you that if you have any kind of the questions, you have to ask to me. Means if I taking interview of you guys, sometime I ask to interview who are sitting in front of me, that if you have any kind of the questions, you can ask me. So generally most of the students say that no, I don't have any kind of the questions to you. But guys, this is the opportunity, you have to be catch it. Okay, so whenever the interviewer asks you if you have any kind of the questions, what questions you can ask to him, like, can you explain a typical day in this role? That means you will be joining TCS as an assistant system engineer, so you can ask them, what will be my role if I join this particular organization? What is the typical day in this role? Okay, this kind of the questions are always welcomed by the interviewer. And another question you can ask is that, what is the company policy regarding training? Means you are making sure that I will be a part of this TCS, and you are asking the question that what will be content or what will be the company policy regarding the training. Okay, and another question you can ask that, could you describe the work culture in the TCS? Work culture in the TCS, can you explain please? Another question that you can ask interviewer is that, you can start with like that, thank you for giving me opportunity to ask question. Sir, can you please tell me that what are the skills I need to work during before joining the TCS? So by giving this kind of the answers, you are making sure that your interview is going very good and we will be part of the TCS, and you are asking that before joining TCS, what are the skills that I need to be work on? This kind of the questions are always welcome by the interviewer, as I earlier said, and you should ask these questions to the interviewer. Okay, And now next question. Okay, so guys, we all are joining any kind of the organization for money, right? Salary is the most important thing for any employee, right? But if the interviewer asks you question, what is important for you, work or money? Okay, even though money is important for all of you, you should answer in a such a way that work is important for you, because sometimes what I see, some of my classmates also have given this answer in casualness and they lost the job opportunity at TCS. They are judging you on different kind of the answers, the attitude that you have. So guys, you should focus on the work. As I mentioned, the question is what is important for you, work or money? So how you can answer for this particular question? Sir, I believe that job satisfaction is more important than the amount of the salary I am getting. So as you know guys, TCS salary is already fixed. That is something 3.52 or 3.54 LP package you will get if you are ninja aspirant. Okay, so by asking this kind of the questions, interviewer just want to judge you. Okay, if you say that money is important for me and all those things, it will definitely create a negative attitude or negative image in about you in the mind of the interviewer. So you can answer this question like, sir, I believe that job satisfaction is more important for me than money, right? As a fresher, I am open to learn new things and technologies. I will not bother about the amount of this salary. Okay, so looking at my qualification, amount of the salary you want to provide me, I am ready to accept that. Now it's my duty to prove myself by contributing to growth of the company. So this kind of the positive attitude you should have during answering this kind of the questions. So now next question I will take is that if interviewer ask you rate me out of 10. So generally what happens during interviewer ask this question, 9 out of the 10 student rate me out of 10. Okay, so guys, some students say that I will give you 7 out of 10, or some students say that 10 out of 10. Okay, so he can cross question to you on the basis of the 20 minutes only, how you are rating me for 10 out of 10. Okay, so guys, the better answer for this kind of the questions is that sorry sir, you are more knowledgeable and experienced person than me. I believe that I'm not that level to rate you, so sorry, I can't rate you. This kind of the answer will definitely make impact on the interviewer. What you are saying, you are a more knowledgeable and experienced person, and I'm not at that level to rate you, right? And another answer you can give is that I think I'm not the right person to give you the rate because I'm a fresher and I don't have any experience as of now. And as of now, you are more experienced person than me, and it will be very wrong to rate out of 10 or any scale to the experienced person by non-experienced people. This kind of the answer will definitely help you. And another answer you can give like, thank you so much sir for giving me this opportunity to rate you. But sir, you are the HR or whatever the interview round you are going right now. Okay, it might be TR or HR. Okay, sir, you are the HR or whatever the designation he have of this company, and I am just a student who came here, or I am facing the interview only, and it will be wrong to rate out of the 10. This kind of the answer will definitely make a big impact on the interviewer, right? Now next question is that definitely you will face this question. Note it down. Where do you see yourself in next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in next 5 years? Okay, so guys, you should be aware about the what is short goal, what is long term goal. Any goal which is for 1 to 3 years is a short term goal, and any goal which is more than the 8 years is long term goal. And in between you can say that any kind of the aim or medium term goal you can say, but what is the whatever the goal is set for the 1 to 3 years is termed as short term goal. You should be aware about this. Okay, and if your interviewer asks you where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, okay, so you can give this question's answer in such a way that 5 years from now I see myself at a position where I am able to respect and faith of my colleagues. What you are telling, 5 years after now I see myself at a position where I am able to respect and faith of my colleagues and this organization. So what you are doing is that you are telling the interviewer that our colleagues right now I'm working with will definitely faith in me, they will trust in me, means that you are sticking with the organization for 5 years without doing any kind of the wrong things. And also you are telling that in these 5 years I can contribute to the organization during these 5 years. Okay, and I want to be at a position where I'm able to utilize all my potential for developing new opportunities for young aspirants like I was before 5 years. So you are telling that in 5 years I will be there at a position where I can develop new opportunities to the students or new employees. So you are making sure that you will be progressing to the industry or TCS in a different way, and different kind of the jobs are created so that it will be getting benefited for the new generation. So this kind of the answer you can give. Some of the students during my interview, whenever I'm giving interview, give an answer like that: I want to be CEO of this TCS, I want to be a HR of the TCS. Guys, I know that you are capable of becoming HR or project leader even, but guys, keep these answers in your mind itself. Okay. Because during facing interview, this kind of the answer will definitely make a negative impact about you, right? So you should focus upon your organization goals or your skills. Your answer should be focused on this particular skills or project based whatever you are doing. On that basis you should tell that in 5 years I will do these things. Okay, I am just giving some kind of the examples. You can add any point, but you have to stick with these points. Means you have to avoid any kind of the answer like I want to say I want to be a part HR panel, I want to be a part of the project manager. Okay, this kind of the answers you should avoid. Okay. Now one more question which is most common in TCS interview is who have inspired you. Means who inspired you most. Guys, most of the time what happens in resume, we write a role model as something like any kind of the person, Swami Vivekananda or Sir Mokshaguna Vishwashraya, and if interviewer asks you to speak for 5 minutes on your role model, most of the students get failed because what students do during resume making, either they copy from others or during making the resume they can just copy paste the things from the different kind of the resumes. So the role model that you ask it, guys, you have to be you have to at least speak 5 minutes on the role model. Means if you interviewer ask you question who has inspired you, it might be your parents or your role model. Okay, but you should speak at least 5 minutes if interviewer asks to you on that particular person. Please make sure you are preparing for this point. Okay. Now the one of the most important question, as you know guys, TCS have different kind of the projects and different TCS offices are at different locations. In Pune itself TCS has 23 offices, and as you know TCS has more than 4 lakh employees. Okay, so guys, thing is not that key after placing the TCS you will be getting a job at Pune. So definitely interviewer will ask you question that are you willing to relocate. Relocate means transferring from one place to another place. Okay, might be during interview sorry training process you will be moved to the Trivandrum or any kind of the location, but relocation means when you finish your training, after that you have to relocate at different places like Pune, Hyderabad, might be Kochi. Okay, guys, thing is that it is after the 1 year that this will process will take place. Right now you are only in the starting of the B phase, right? Yes. So it will be 2021 where this kind of the things will take place. Might be during that time COVID situation will get no nobody knows whether the system will be get ready for the work from home or the process will be carried out in the office itself. So guys, you have to answer these questions positively. If the interviewer ask you question are you willing to relocate, you can answer this question in such a way that I would love to relocate and I love traveling. By telling this kind of the steps you are telling the interviewer that he has no problem with the relocation. What you can answer, I would love to relocate and I love traveling and it's a great opportunity and I will never miss any chances, and it will also help me to meet new peoples, improve my knowledge, improve myself, make new friends and improve my communication skills. By traveling at different places I will be aware about the different cultures, so it will be beneficial for me. So I am totally ready for the relocation. Okay. Another answer you can give like I really like traveling or relocating because it gives me more opportunity to interact with different peoples at different culture, and I really love to interact with the different peoples who knows different kind of the languages. And even though I am not aware about the all the languages, but it will be great opportunity to learn the languages from these peoples. So guys, by giving such kind of the answers, you are making sure that you are willing to relocate. Okay. Now another question which is generally asked: can you work under pressure? Okay. Can you work under pressure? So you have to answer this question also positively. Like definitely, I can work under pressure. This is the real time to prove how smart we are. What you can say, during the pressure time itself, we can prove ourselves how smart we are. It gives the new experience and teaches how to handle different situations. Whenever we are working, I will definitely getting the new experiences and different skills will be I exposed to. So it will be better for my performance and my nurturing different kind of the skills, right? And during this period, not only I will work for the my organization, but also I will develop my different kind of the skills so that it will be beneficial for me as well as for the organization. Okay. If you guys see, I repeated this sentence for the fourth time, that I will work for me as well as for the organization. So guys, if you are clear with this kind of the sentences, you can use these sentences for different kind of the answers. And whatever the right now 10 to 12 questions right now I discussed, after interview you will definitely tell me that 8 to 9 questions was based on this particular whatever the 10 to 12 questions I have told. Definitely these questions will be there in the PI round, that is personal interview or HR round, you can say. And even though you can answer like yes, pressure is a part of work, and it is only during the pressure time we can know our real capabilities and inner strengths. So I'm ready to work under pressure, any kind of the challenges or any kind of the different kind of the projects, technologies. If I need to work on, I am totally ready, and pressure will not affect my work. Okay. Now, if you ask me how TCS different kind of the projects, what are the shifts in the TCS project? Okay, guys, it is a part of after placement. Okay, so before getting placement, I think that you should not worry of this particular topic. Okay, interview will definitely ask you question. How do you feel about working at nights and weekends? Guys, as you know, TCS is in more than 50 countries. So right now the project I'm working is from the Australia, right? So when it is 6 a.m. in our India, it is 10 a.m. at Australia. So sometimes I need to log in at 6 a.m. also. But thing is that guys, in any week you should not you more than 48 hours you should not be work. As this is a TCS policy. That means maximum 48 hours work will be assigned to you in any week. So guys, you have to adapt with different kind of the timings, because it is a part of work. Client is from the different countries, so depends on your project. Might be it will be night shifts or it might be early morning. You have to adapt this particular. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. So you can answer this question in such a way that company's growth is obviously employees' growth. Whenever the company needs me, I will be there either in night shift or weekends. Thank you. So by telling this kind of the answers, you are making sure that I am not have any problems with the night shifts and weekends. I am ready to work for the company's contribution at any time. Guys, as you know, for the IT companies, you have to work only 5 days and 2 days you have holidays. So it should not be problem for you to work for the 5 days at any time. Okay. So this kind of the questions you will definitely face in the interview round, and you have to answer all these questions positively. Okay. So right now I will cover some of the about the TCS information. Guys, do you know who is the CEO of the TCS? Please answer me in the chat box. Hello. Anybody out of you know that who is CEO of the TCS currently? If you know, please answer as a no in the chat box so that I can answer that.
You can tell students. Then no need
You
to
can speak
write.
also. You can speak
Yeah.
also. Okay, right. And who is chairman of TCS? Any of you know? Okay, right. Natarajan Chandrasekharan is the chairman of the Tata Group, or you can say TCS, and director of TCS. It is Aman Mehta. That from
Student,
TCS
please
is
note down that
Aman
names.
Mehta.
Yes, Aman Mahita sir is the director. Please note down, is very important. Okay, you can't get everything from the net. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And what TCS do? It is IT service, consulting service, okay, IT service as well as consulting service, business solution provider. Anybody knows when TCS found? When TCS organization formed, anybody knows out of you? Right, exactly. And in 2003, TCS became the first Indian software company to cross $1 billion revenue. It is the first Indian company in 2003 who crossed the 1 billion revenue. Guys, this kind of the questions might be will not be asked, but during interview you can add this point, because if interviewer asks you why you want to work with the TCS, you can add this kind of the points by saying that in 2003 TCS became the first Indian software company to cross $1 billion revenue. So uh, esteemed organization like this, I would be very happy to work on. So you can add this kind of the answer to anywhere. And anybody knows what is the mission of the TCS? As during the NBA committee also you heard about the college mission, college vision. What is TCS mission? Anybody know? Okay, it will not be problem. I will tell you. To help the customers to achieve their business objective, to help customers to achieve their business objective by providing innovative, best-in-class consulting. I repeat, to help customer to achieve their business objective by providing innovative, best-in-class consulting. In name itself, it has Tata Consulting Services, right? So to help customers to achieve their business objective by providing innovative, best-in-class consulting, IT solution, IT solution and services, and to make it a joy for all stakeholders to work with us. Guys, 99% this kind of the question will not be asked. So like, what is TCS mission? But if you know the TCS mission, it will be additional point for you guys, right? If you are giving the answer of the TCS mission, even though they will not ask you, you are making extra point, so that you will definitely get extra marks. What, whenever the interviewer is taking your interview, he has have some one paper with him, and he's noting down all the question, no, all the marks for different kind of the questions. So guys, if you are giving answers like this TCS mission and all these things, definitely you will get grace marks for you.
Student, is very important. Sir told you just some question like the TCS missions. You prepare for that. Okay, you add there for your giving the answers like the TCS missions or the achievement of the TCS in 2003. Okay, these are the value addition during that interview points. Okay, this is the make impression on that HR. Okay, as compared to the other students. So like the TCS mission is very important. Yes.
Yes.
Sir, please go ahead.
Now next question or point, you can say that industry served by TCS. As I earlier mentioned, TCS is everywhere, right? From the retail to everywhere, TCS is present. If the interviewer asks you, tell me some of the industries which are served by the TCS. So guys, banking and financial services. After that, communication media. You might be heard about the Tata Communications and different kind of the companies are a part of this particular domain. So banking and financial, communication media. After that, insurance, manufacturing, retail, high tech, consumer goods and distributions. After that, energy resources, you might heard about the Tata Power. After that, healthcare, Tata Hospitals, Aditya Birla Group, all you know. After that, public service, and after that, travel, transportation and hospitality. So guys, at least 4 to 5 industries you have to be aware about, so that you can give answer if interviewer ask you. Okay. And one more important point, what are the technologies right now TCS is using? Okay. So guys, different kind of the technologies right now TCS is working on is artificial intelligence. I repeat, artificial intelligence. After that, big data, artificial intelligence, big data. After that, cloud service. After that, cyber security and Internet of Things. Guys, there are n number of the technologies, but these are the 5 top technologies TCS is right now working on. And one more thing that I would like to tell you guys, please do before interview, visit the TCS site, that is www.tcs.com, because there are different products of the TCS how they have posted, like Ignio, Ultimatics. Even guys, you given might this is the final year student, whatever the gate examination or different kind of the examination you are giving, the platform you are in which you are giving exam, all are prepared by the TCS. You know about the IRCTC, that is railway industry, the whatever the softwares are required for the IRCTC, the totally it will be manufactured by the TCS. It is developed by the TCS. We can't say manufacturing for the services. It will be developed by the TCS. So guys, if you are going through website, it will be make the grace mark for you. It will give grace mark for you because you are adding extra points to your resume, right? Now one more point, in resume you might mention about your hobbies, okay, or free time activities, you can say. Guys, any hobby is not a bad hobby, okay. So why I am taking this point at the last, during my interview some of my colleagues have said that singing is my hobby, and interviewer asked him to sing a song and he was totally confused which song to sing. So make sure that if you have mentioned in the resume that singing is my hobby, so at least if interview ask me to sing a song, you should be ready with that, okay. And one of my colleague also, he have given answer that I like to read a book, and when he asked that what are the different authors he read the books from, he was totally confused. So guys, this kind of the answers will definitely make a negative impact about you, because you are telling that it is my hobby, and if you even don't know the 4 to 5 authors name, it will definitely tell that you are lying, or the resume content you have stolen from anywhere and just did it copy paste. So guys, you should be prepared whatever the content you have written in the resume, and you should tell at least 3 to 4 hobbies. That will definitely make a good impact, okay. And another example that I would like to tell you, during facing one of the interview from different organization, I will not name that organization. During my final round, it was fifth round of that interview, and after that round, I placed for that particular organization in R&D. They asked me what is your hobby, and I told that solving different kind of the puzzles and mathematical problems is my hobby. So guys, for the continuous 5 minutes, they are hampering me like 8 into 5, 14 into 3, something without giving me 2 seconds. They are hampering me for the continuous 5 minutes. So guys, if you are mentioned like that, I like to solve the different kind of the puzzles or different kind of the activities which will be brainstorming sessions, okay. Some students do mention like I do brainstorming sessions or brainstorming activities. You should be ready with that, okay, because you have already posted your resume to TCS, okay. And whatever the interview you are giving, during interview your resume, the interviewer will be looking at your resume and he will ask the question. So please be prepared with the whatever the hobbies you have mentioned in your resume. Now before some time I have cleared the point about the short term goal and long term goal. As I mentioned, short term goal is for 1 to 3 years and middle term goal is for 5 to 6 years. You can say that. And any goal which extends this 5 to 6 year criteria, it is a long term goal. That means during SSC, some of the, if your parent ask you what is your career goal, so if you are telling that I want to work in esteemed organization, that is, you can say your future or long term goal. And if you say that I just clear this particular examination or whatever is clear, I want to clear this interview, you can say that it is the short term goal. So interviewer will ask you what is the difference between the short term goal and what is the long term goal. This kind of the answer you have to give. So what will be different kind of the goals you have to tell? Learning new technologies and softwares. So by saying that you are making sure that you are willing to learn the new technologies and softwares, or you can say that learning from the seniors or learning from my senior colleagues, you can say that. And personal and professional growth, it might be your short term or long term goal. And another is working in challenging and creative environment for the long term, you can say like that. And also handling challenging responsibilities, stable financial background, because everybody want to place in a particular organization for the salary or the whatever the financial condition he have. So you can say that stable financial background is one of my aim, so that's why I want to work. And working in the multiple domains, you can say that. So this kind of the answers you can give. And one more important point, the interviewer might ask you what is your plan regarding the post graduation, right? So maybe some of you want to pursue your MTech, or some of you want to pursue for the MS or any different kind of the further education. But during interview, make sure that you are not giving this kind of the answers, because if interviewer selecting you, he should at least expect that he will work for at least 5 years in this organization. But if you say that I want to complete my MTech or MS, he definitely know that he will not stick to this particular organization. So if interviewer asks you about the post graduation plans, answer him that no sir, I just want to continue with the job, and right now I don't have any post graduation plans, right? Another question he might ask you, what is the best and worst moment of your life? Okay, what is the best and worst moment of your life? So you can give example of your problem that you have encountered, or how did you approach to it, what was that outcome. Means if any kind of the problem that you had in your life, how you have approached to that problem, and what was the outcome of that particular problem. You can give example of this kind of the steps for the best as well as for the worst moment, because during the problem it was worst moment and I worked on that particular problem, and after that it converted into my strength, which is my best strength. You can give answer in a such a way that. And another question, why this company I already covered, or which is your dream company. Okay, so you have to give proper answer for this kind of the questions. I has earlier covered this question. Okay, so at starting I said that most important question is introduce about yourself. Okay, so guys, if the interview round is technical round and if interview round is personal round, I will give you two kind of the format so that you can use that format and make introduce about yourself. Because during technical round, person like me who is working in TCS is taking your interview, so he is only interested in your technical domain knowledge. And when HR or other person is taking your interview, that is your personal round or you can say HR round, and during that if he or she asks the question introduce about yourself, he is looking for your different kind of the activities like time management and team skills, right? So for these two different rounds I will give you different two formats. Please note it down, otherwise if your mobile recording is on, that is fine. So in during the technical interview, if interviewer asks you introduce about yourself, you can start with your name, or otherwise you can even start with thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce yourself in front of you. And after that you can start with your name. Please avoid saying myself dot dot dot. Please start with my name is. Myself will definitely make a bad impression about you. Myself is a totally wrong word to introduce about yourself. My name is dot dot dot. Okay, after that native place from where you are. After that you can say that the college name that right now you are studying. Okay, followed by that after that branch name, I am studying in this college under branch. After that you can tell about your university name. After covering these 5 points, as it is technical round, you have to give 1 point about your technical skills. Okay, what some of the students do, they start with the name, they tell their native place, college name, branch name, university name, and they get silent. But guys, this is the time when you can lead the interview. As I earlier said, by using resume also you can lead the interview. But as you know guys, this is the first question that you are facing. Introduce about yourself. Whatever the content you are speaking, it will definitely make a image in interviewer's mind, because the interviewer have never met to you. He is new for you also, and you are also new for him. So guys, whatever the introduction part you are giving, it will make a definitely a big image in the interviewer's mind. So after that, one technical point, after that 1 point related to the team skills. So you can say that right now I'm working in this project, and how good I am in the team skill, or how well I can lead the team. You can tell in this particular point team skill. After that you can say 1 point related to the communication skills. Communication is the most important, as you know. So you can make a 1 point about the communication skills. After that you can add one more point about the internship or industrial training. After that you can add the technical workshops you have attended. After that, seminar or presentations, and most important part after this is projects. And at the end, you can tell about your family background. And during ending this particular introduction, you have to use some good sentences like one more time you can thank that interviewer for giving opportunity to introduce. Okay, so this is the format. I will repeat: name, native place, college name, branch name, university name, 1 point related to the technical skills, 1 point related to the team skills, 1 point related to the communication skills, internship, industrial training, technical workshops, seminar or presentations, projects, family background, which is optional but you can add an attractive end. Guys, as I earlier said, the leading the interview concept, if you look this particular hierarchy right now, I told last third point is projects. So guys, as you know, project is that part on which you can speak at least for the 10 minutes. So the last point which you are telling to the interviewer, he might ask you the question, next question based on that. So whenever you are speaking on the projects, please make sure that you are much more aware about your project, even though you are not aware the different skills and different kind of the technologies that you will be using in future. At least tell the names of that particular technologies in the projects. Okay, this is for the technical round introduction. And during the personal interview, if they ask you introduce yourself, you can use the same format, but there are some changes. Right now I will tell the format for the personal interview. Just a minute, let me wipe out the screen. Okay, for the personal interview, you can start with the name also, as you did in the technical round. First point is name, native place, same. First 5 6 points are same. Name, native place, college name, after that branch name, after that university name, after that 1 point related to the technical skill, team skill, communication skill, which these first 8 points of the technical and personality round are same, but after that you have to add next point here as hobby. And please make sure that during giving these answers, your CV or resume is in front of that particular interviewer. So the whatever hobbies you have mentioned in the resume, and right now you are speaking hobbies, it should be at least some of the hobbies should match. Otherwise, what happens in resume, people mention that I like to swim, I like to read books, and when the interview is going on, they give answers different kind of the answers. It is fine, but at least 1 to 2 hobbies from that resume, it should match with the whatever right now you are speaking to the interviewer. After the hobbies, you can answer all your strengths and skills. You can add your strengths or skill set you have. After that, designation you are holding. That is right now you are as a student you are in the final year, so you can tell that he knows, but you can just tell that I'm working. I'm studying in the final year of mechanical engineering. You can say that. After that, achievements. It might be extracurricular achievements or academic achievements. You have to focus on these achievements so that the interviewer will get impressed. And as I earlier said, family background you can include, or it is on your choice. Family background, and at the end, attractive end. Attractive end means thank you for giving me this opportunity, or any statement that you feel fine you can use. Now, besides this point, there will be some of the questions. Okay, I will not answer, but I just tell you some of the questions. If you find any difficulty to find this best answer to these questions, you can anytime you can ask me on the WhatsApp group itself. Okay, so I will definitely answer you guys. So the different questions other than whatever I discussed might be like why you have joined this college, whatever the college you are studying right now, why you have joined this particular college, suggestions and ratings. Guys, if you are making a negative point like I have joined the college because I have no choice, I had no choice at that time, otherwise you are, if the interviewer asks you to rate your college, and if you are saying that my college is not that good enough, so the interviewer will judge you on the basis also. Because if the student who is learning in the college for the 4 years, and still if he is blaming his college, how can I trust on him because he is joining the TCS, which is one of the, not one of the, it is the world's biggest IT service, and how I can trust on him. He can judge you also. So guys, make sure that if you are answering this kind of the questions about your colleges and ratings, even though you are not in favor of your college, just for the interview itself, you have to give good answer. That is with positive mind. Now next question is why you have selected the particular branch. Okay, so even though you are from mechanical, or why you have selected mechanical as a branch. So guys, at least 1 to 2 positive sentence you have to be prepared with. Make sure that you are not making any negative statement. I wanted to join the CSIT background, but my parents asked me to join mechanical, and all these answers are totally wrong. Please avoid this kind of the answers. And some of the questions like, are you ready to sign the bond? Guys, for the TCS, 1 year bond is compulsory. Okay, so if the interviewer asks you, are you ready to sign bond, it is totally compulsory to sign the bond. No option you have. So you can say that, yes, I'm ready, I have no problem. You can say like that, because it is only for 1 year. Okay. If any girl is here, she might get face the questions like, any plan for marriage, or after marriage can you continue. So even though you have planning for the marriage in coming time, please answer this question positively. Even after getting married, I will definitely continue working. Okay, this kind of the positive answers, if any girl is right now here,
Yes.
she should give. And interviewer might ask you questions like, what your friends say about you. Okay, so make sure that you are not praising too much, or just find a simple answer you can give, that my friends have enough trust on me, so that different kind of the projects and different kind of the activities we do in group, and definitely in coming times also, as a part of the TCS, if they are with me, we definitely try to work for the TCS in group. Okay, this kind of the answers will definitely boost your confidence also, and the interviewer will give the positive impact of this particular answer. And one negative question, I can say that, if I don't select you in the TCS, what will do? Some of the interviewer ask question like this: if I don't select you today, what will you do? So guys, most of the times, if the interviewer asking you these questions, you are near to the TCS door. That means you are nearly selected, but he just wanted to check your how you can handle this kind of the questions. Because by listening these questions, if you are avoiding eye contact, or if you are looking down, or if you in the stress, he will definitely give a less marks to you. Okay, so guys, make sure that even the interviewer will ask you, if I don't select you today, what will you do? So you can answer that, sir, I tried my level best. Like me, there are the n number of the students right now giving interview. What I believe is that whatever the skills right now I have, on the basis of that, I am the suitable person to work here. And even though whatever the skills I am lacking in, I will definitely work in the coming time. During the training time also, I will totally work on this particular activities and different technologies, and it will be better if you give me chance. And as you say, if I'm not fitting this particular organization, that will be fine. This kind of the answer you have to give.
Very nice. Very nice, sir.
So generally, guys, most of the questions I have covered. So I will give a general guidelines, because you are facing the interview on the laptop. Okay. So guys, might be you are not totally. You can, what I can say, that you are totally not friendly with this particular platform. So guys, you have to be neat and clean with your dress code. What generally students do, that it is the online round, so that I can wear the good shirt and pant, or trouser, who will look at. Most of the students have this kind of the approach. So guys, please avoid this kind of the activities, because even though interviewer is not going to see your trouser and all those things, but the confidence that you are having during the informal shirts and during casual shirt is totally different. What I'm saying, if you are wearing formal shirt during the interview, the confidence level that you have is definitely high. So please make sure that you are neat and clean. Don't forget to smile during interview. That means unnecessary smile is totally a waste of time. But at least you should have genuine smile in your face. Okay, and don't go negative at any point of the time. Any question, the interview will cross question you. Please don't make negative impact on you. And as I earlier said, eye contact is important. And what are the points that will create bad impression? As I mentioned, poor personal appearance will totally make a bad impression. Poor personal appearance. After that, negative attitude. using excuses like if interviewer asks you why you joined the mechanical, if you are giving excuses like I just wanted to join this organization but I haven't secured the admission there, this kind of the activities definitely make a bad impression about you. And lack of interest and enthusiasm, if the interviewer asks you about the future goals, it shows your interest and enthusiasm. Okay, and if you are lagging in that, it will definitely make a bad impression. After that, lack of preparation, poor knowledge of role, so this kind of the and lack of career plans also. As I mentioned one question, where do you see yourself in the 5 years? If you are not ready with this answer, it will definitely make a bad impression about you. So guys, right now most of the points I have cleared. So I would just like to know if any doubts you have. Okay, I will definitely try to cover in this 10 minutes and even after this session, because right now it is 6:50 and as I sir said to me at 7 p.m. you have mock interviews. So guys, whatever point right now I told, please you are listening to that mock interview. Okay, and I will definitely tell that whatever the 10 to 12 or 14 questions and answers I have taken, at least 8 to 10 questions you will face in the interview. After the interview round, please tell me that whether the questions was for there or not. Okay, thank you.
Students, sir has almost covered the what are the probability of the questions. Okay, and sir give you the answer is the very best. Okay, if you have any query, okay, please ask, because of short span. Sir has only in hand the 1.5 hour, because after 7:15 sir has also international calls. So in that they busy schedule the work from home. Okay, so I request sir, and then we see sir and me and from same window. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir is from my village. Okay,
Yes.
so from that busy schedule, sir, they given time for us. ओके, सरांनी खूप छान म्हणजे त्यांचा एक्सपिरियन्स, सरांनी खूप छान पॉईंट नोट डाऊन केले. मी सरांचे काही नोट्स असतील ते मी शेअर करायचा प्रयत्न करेन. ओके, तुम्हाला काही क्युरीज असतील तर विचारा, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे.
You can speak here.
ओके, यू कॅन स्पीक इन एनी लँग्वेज. ओके, अतुर, येस.
Sir, if the interviewer asks us to write any program, so
Yes,
how
yes.
can we write that program?
Yes, yes, yes.
Will they share the screen or?
Yes, yes, yes. Are you comfortable with Marathi or I have to answer in English?
ऑल आर कम्फर्टेबल मराठी सर, नो प्रॉब्लेम. मराठी नो प्रॉब्लेम, गो आहे.
ओके ओके ओके. सो गोष्ट अशी आहे की आत्ता जो इंटरव्ह्यू आहे तो ऑनलाईन होत आहे, राईट. आणि मी जसं तुम्हाला मेन्शन केलं, जर तुम्ही रिझ्यूममध्ये मेन्शन केलं असेल की मला C++ और जावा, तर तुम्हाला 100% क्वेश्चन त्यावर विचारले जाणार. इन केस जर तुम्ही रिझ्यूममध्ये मेन्शन केला नसाल की बाबा मला सी प्रोग्रामिंग जावा असं काय टेक्नॉलॉजी येतात, चान्सेस खूप कमी आहेत की तुम्हाला सीवर क्वेश्चन विचारले जातील. तरी पण तुम्ही तयार राहिलं पाहिजे, कारण ऑलरेडी मी जसं मेन्शन केलं, इंटरव्ह्यूवरचा माइंड कसा असेल किंवा त्याचं कम्फर्ट झोन कसा असेल त्यानुसार तो क्वेश्चन विचारतो. आणि जसा तुझा क्वेश्चन आहे, इन केस तू प्रोग्राम लिहायला लावला, आतापर्यंत मी जवळपास 100 मुलांची तरी इंट्रॅक्शन केलं आहे इंटरव्ह्यू रेफरंट दिलेल्या. आतापर्यंत मला नाही माहित की कोणाला प्रोग्राम लिहायला लावला असेल. मॅक्सिमम लॉजिक लिहायला लावतात. लॉजिक डिजिटलला जे स्टुडंट सिलेक्ट झाले त्यांना ठीक आहे की प्रोग्राम लिहायला लावतात 100%, पण जे निंजासाठी आता अपिअर होतात इंटरव्ह्यूसाठी मॅक्सिमम लॉजिक लिहायला लावतात. लॉजिक म्हणजे तुम्हाला माहित आहे सीमध्ये लॉजिक काय असतं, म्हणजे जो मेन गाभा आहे तो लिहायला लावतात, जो की 2 ते 3 ओळीचा असतो. तो तुम्ही स्क्रीन त्यांनी जर शेअर केले, आता माझ्यामध्ये इंटरव्ह्यू हे सिस्कोवर होणार आहेत, सिस्को वेबएक्सवर. तिथं प्रोव्हिजन आहे की इंटरव्ह्यूवर तुम्हाला स्क्रीन शेअर करू शकतो आणि तुम्ही तिथं टाईप करू शकता. सो मॅक्सिमम चान्सेस नाही आहेत प्रोग्रामिंग विचारायचे जर तुम्ही रिझ्यूममध्ये मेन्शन केला नसाल. पण जर इन केस तुम्ही रिझ्यूममध्ये मेन्शन केला असेल सी प्रोग्रामिंग, हे क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला विचारलं जाणार. टोटली म्हणजे थोडं का होईना क्वेश्चन विचारलं जाणार. आणि इन केस कोणाला जर वाटत असेल की ड्युरिंग फॉर्म भरताना मी रिझ्यूम जो सबमिट केला आहे तो मी मॉडिफाय करू इच्छितो, तर इंटरव्ह्यूच्या जेव्हा चालू होत असतो ते थोड्या वेळाने तुम्ही सांगा की आय वॉन्ट टू मॉडिफाय माय रिझ्युमे ऑर आय वॉन्ट टू गिव्ह यू अनदर रिझ्युमे. ओके, जर त्याने विचारलं का क्वेश्चन, तर तुम्ही सांगू शकता की थोडे पॉईंट ॲड करायचे होते मला आणि त्यामुळे मी हे रिझ्यूममध्ये पॉईंट ॲड केलेत. कारण कसं आहे, जेव्हा तो इंटरव्ह्यू तुमचा घेत असतो त्याकडे रिझ्युमे ओपनच असतो. त्या रिझ्यूमच्या बेस्डवरच तो टेक्नॉलॉजी आणि प्रोजेक्टच्या ह्याच्यावर डिफरंट क्वेश्चन विचारत असतो. जे तुम्हाला मी क्वेश्चन डिस्कस केले ते तिसऱ्या राऊंडचे, जो की सिलेक्शन राऊंड असतो. म्हणजे तो राऊंडपर्यंत जर मुलगा गेला तर बऱ्यापैकी चान्सेस असतात की सिलेक्ट होईलच. पण तू जे क्वेश्चन विचारला ते इनिशियल टेक्निकल राऊंडवर असतं आणि प्रोबेबली मेकॅनिकलवाल्यांना मॅक्सिमम मेकॅनिकलचेच क्वेश्चन विचारतात. जर तुम्ही ग्रुपवर व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपवर बघितला माझा इंटरव्ह्यू एक्सपिरियन्स, तर मला मोर सर्कल ड्रॉ करा, त्यानंतर SFD BMD काढा, सेकंड लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनॅमिक्स, त्यानंतर आपलं गिअरिंगचे टॉपमधले जे क्वेश्चन असतात त्यातले विचारलेले. सीमध्ये थोडं विचारलेले नाही असं नाही आहे, कारण माझ्या सीमध्ये मेन्शन होता जे क्वेश्चन मला सीचे येत नव्हते त्यांना मी सरळ सांगितलं सॉरी सर, सी प्रोग्रामिंग आता मी लर्न करतोय, कारण अकॅडमिकमध्ये बीईपर्यंत आम्हाला सी प्रोग्रामिंग नव्हतंच. मी बीई असतानाच एक्झाम दिलेला इंटरव्ह्यू. आतापर्यंतच्या माझ्या सिलेबसमध्ये सी नव्हता, पण डेफिनेटली ह्या एक वर्ष तुम्हाला मिळतं ट्रेनिंगच्या आधी, त्यामध्ये मी सीवर नक्कीच वर्क करेन. आता फक्त मला बेसिक नॉलेज आहे, जो की त्यावर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन मी थोडंफार आन्सर देऊ शकतो. असं पॉझिटिव्ह आन्सर द्या, की डायरेक्टली येत नसताना पण काहीतरी उगाच हॅशटॅग इन्क्लूड एसटीडी उगाच काहीतरी लिहित बसले की ते एक निगेटिव्ह इम्पॅक्ट करतं. जर तुम्ही कॉन्फिडंट असाल की बाबा मला लॉजिक माहीत आहे 100%, मे बी तुम्ही पॅलोड्रमचा प्रोग्राम असेल किंवा फिबॉन्सीचा असेल, हे सिम्पल प्रोग्राम आहेत. पण कसं आहे, आता तुमच्याकडे टाइम कमी आहे, म्हणजे मॅक्सिमम मला वाटतं की आता 2 ते 3 दिवस असतील, कारण डीकेटीचे त्यांना ऑलरेडी इंटरव्ह्यू चालू झाले. मग मला असं सांगायचं आहे की तुमचा जो पॉझिटिव्ह साईड आहे त्यावर तुम्ही खेळा. पॉझिटिव्ह साईड काय आहे, तुमचं टेक्निकल मेकॅनिकलचं, आणि हे जे क्वेश्चन मी तुम्हाला बोललो एचआरचे, ते क्वेश्चन तुम्ही चांगले बाहेर करा. कारण तुम्ही जर आता सी प्रोग्रामिंग करत बसला या 2 दिवसात, तर तुम्हाला बाकीच्या ज्या गोष्टी करायच्या आहेत, म्हणजे ज्या क्वेश्चनचे मी आन्सर दिलो त्या गोष्टी तुम्ही विसरून जाल. तर कसं आहे, टेक्निकल नॉलेज थोडंफार कमी चालतं, पण ह्या ज्या एचआर राऊंडचे क्वेश्चन आहेत ते आन्सर तुम्ही प्रॉपरली दिला तर 99% तुमचं सिलेक्शन होऊन जातं. ओके, आहे का सॅटिस्फाय आहे ना आन्सरची? ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कोणाला आहे?
हा, येस.
ओके ओके ठीक आहे ठीक आहे. हो, कसं आहे, कोविडचं सिच्युएशन ऑल वर्ल्ड ओव्हर आहे. हां, त्यामुळे त्यांनी पण समजून घेऊ शकतात की कोविडमुळं या सेमिस्टरचं आमचं सिलेबस सॉरी अकॅडमिकच झालं नाही, पण हा आमचा प्लॅन होता आणि याचा आउटपुट काय होतं, म्हणजे इव्हन दो प्रोजेक्ट हा कम्प्लीट झाला नसेल, पण आम्ही काय करू इच्छितो होतो, आणि थोडं टाईमच्या इश्यूमुळं आणि टीम मेंबर आम्ही वेगवेगळ्या डिफरंट सिटीमधनं असल्यामुळं आम्ही प्रोजेक्ट करू शकलो नाही. डेफिनेटली जेव्हा परत अकॅडमिक चालू होईल तेव्हा अलॉंग विथ फायनल इयर प्रोजेक्ट तो मिनी प्रोजेक्ट आम्ही कंप्लीट करू, आणि त्याचा आउटकम हा असेल. असं पॉझिटिव्ह आन्सर दिला की टोटली चांगला इम्पॅक्ट होऊन जाईल.
चैतन्य, व्हेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. तुमचे काय एक्सपेक्टेड आउटकम्स आहेत त्याचे?
हां,
ओके, आणि तुम्ही थेरॉटिकली लिटरेचर सर्वे काय केलाय, असे पॉईंट तुम्ही मेन्शन करून तिथं पण तुम्ही त्यांना सॅटिस्फाय करू शकता. व्हेरी गुड क्वेश्चन.
तुम्ही काही क्वेश्चन असले की विचारा, आता इव्हन व्हॉट्सअपवर तुम्ही विचारू शकता, काही इश्यू नाही.
येस, बऱ्यापैकी सर. हा,
हा,
येस.
हॅलो, गुड. बरं बरं. हां, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे ठीक आहे. आता माझा इंटरव्ह्यूचा एक्सपिरियन्स सांगतो आणि मग तुझा आन्सर देतो. जसं की मी त्या ह्याच्यात मेन्शन केले, मला मोर सर्कल काढायला लावले, एक प्रॉब्लेम दिले, आणि थोड्या वेळाने त्यांनी मला असा क्वेश्चन विचारला, मोर सर्कलवर आतापर्यंत पेपर पब्लिश झालेले कोणकोणते आहेत आणि त्यातला असा इनोव्हेटिव्ह अप्रोच काय आहे. आता किती जरी स्टुडंट ब्रिलियंट असला तरी मोर सर्कलचा पेपर कशासाठी बघेल ना. मग मी आन्सर कसं दिलो, सॉरी सर, मोर सर्कल हा मला कन्सेप्ट माहिती आहे, त्याचा प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करू शकतो, पण मोर सर्कलच्या पेपरला मी कधी जाईन जेव्हा मला मोर सर्कलवर प्रोजेक्ट करायचं असेल. सो सर सॉरी, मला याचा आन्सर माहीत नाही आहे. जसं तू विचारलास क्वेश्चन, तो जसं बेसिक कन्सेप्ट असेल, ओके, का लाईक सेकंड लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स और डिफरंट काइंड ऑफ द परपेच्युअल मोशन मशीनचं तर काय तुला विचारलं असेल, किंवा आता डिस्प्लेसमेंट पंपबद्दल विचारलं असेल, किंवा डिफरन्शिएट बिटवीन द पॉझिटिव्ह डिस्प्लेसमेंट पंप अँड निगेटिव्ह डिस्प्लेसमेंट, ऑर यू कॅन से दॅट डिफरंट काइंड ऑफ द पंप्स. ह्या बेसिक क्वेश्चनचा आन्सर तुझ्याकडे तयार असला पाहिजे, कारण जर तू 3 ते 4 वर्ष मेकॅनिकलमध्ये शिकला असशील आणि इंटरव्ह्यू जर तुझा टेक्निकल घेत असतो, तो माझ्यासारखाच असतो जो की 2-3 वर्ष TCSमध्ये वर्क करतोय. सो मी जसं मेन्शन केलं त्याच्याकडे एक पेपर असतो, आणि त्या पेपरमध्ये डिफरंट मार्क असतात, म्हणजे ह्या क्वेश्चनला त्याने कसं आन्सर दिलं, म्हणजे क्वेश्चन तिथे लिहिलेला नसतो, पण क्वेश्चन नंबर 1ला किती मार्क द्यायचं, 2ला किती मार्क द्यायचं. सो ॲटलिस्ट म्हणजे त्याचा आन्सर देण्याचा प्रयत्न करा. हा कन्सेप्ट आहे. इन केस टोटलीच माहीत नसेल तर सरळ सांगा त्याला की सॉरी सर, आय एम नॉट अवेअर अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन, मग तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला देईल. पण थोडा निगेटिव्ह इम्पॅक्ट होऊ शकतो जर कोर मेकॅनिकलचा क्वेश्चन असेल तर तुम्ही आन्सर दिला नाही तर, कारण तुम्ही मेकॅनिकल आहे म्हणून तो सी प्रोग्रामिंगचा क्वेश्चन न विचारता मेकॅनिकलचे विचारतोय, आणि त्यात पण जर येत नसेल तर मग हा निगेटिव्ह इम्पॅक्ट होऊ शकतो.
At least, Harshodhan, at least you try to cover basic fundamentals
Yes.
for all the subjects.
Yes.
Basic, at least basic. Okay, there is less time to go in deep. At least the basic general questions.
Yes.
At least you know aware about that. But you have to go positive.
येस डेफिनेटली. आणि जर डिजिटलला सिलेक्ट झाले असेल इंटरव्ह्यूला, त्यांनी मला थोडं नंतर कॉन्टॅक्ट करू शकतो व्हॉट्सअपवर, कारण कसं आहे त्यांच्यासाठी आणखीन एक टेस्ट असतो, तुम्हाला प्रोसेस माहीतच असेल, पण जे आता मॅक्सिमम स्टुडंट आहेत ते निंजाचे आहेत.
Yes, hardly 2 or 3 students from the digital.
हां,
Okay,
ते मला नंतर तुम्ही कॉन्टॅक्ट करू शकता. इव्हन दो माझ्या वेळी फॉर्म भरताना असा ऑप्शन नव्हता निंजा डिजिटल, त्यामुळे मी निंजालाच भरलेलो. पण त्यातलं मला माहिती आहे माझे बऱ्यापैकी कलिग्स आणि फ्रेंड्स आहेत डिजिटलला, त्यामुळे मी तुम्हाला गायडन्स करू शकतो त्यात पण काही इश्यू नाही.
Okay, the digital students, you personally ping sir on WhatsApp. Okay,
Yes.
sir will get the time from that busy schedule. They will guide you or any kind of queries regarding that the digital round. Sir will guide you.
येस येस डेफिनेटली.
Okay. Okay, then any queries?
आणि काही क्वेश्चन असलं तर विचारून घ्या, काही इश्यू नाही.
Okay, अजून काही तुमच्या क्युरीज असतील तर आपण
व्हॉट्सअप
एखादा
ग्रुपवर पण मेन्शन केलं, आता पण
हां.
बोललो, आणखीन एकदा रिपीट करतो तुम्हाला, हा प्लॅटफॉर्म नवीन आहे. ओके, सो गाईज काय असतं, जिथं आपलं लॅपटॉपचा वरती कॅमेरा असतो, एकदम मी सिम्पल भाषेत सांगतोय, जिथं लॅपटॉपचा कॅमेरा असतो तिथं काहीतरी एक मार्करनं नोट डाऊन करून ठेवा, म्हणजे त्याच्या राईट साईडला आणि लेफ्ट साईडला, जेणेकरून तुमचा कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन इकडे तिकडे विचलित होणार नाही. जनरली
Yes,
काय
yes.
होतं, आपण आपला आय कॉन्टॅक्ट चांगला असतो फ्रंट टू फ्रंट फेस टू फेस बोलताना, पण हा प्लॅटफॉर्म नवीन आहे तुमच्यासाठी. सो गाईज मी एक म्हणजे माझा ट्रिक सांगतो, मी काय करतो, आपला जो कॅमेरा असतो लॅपटॉपचा त्याच्या राईट अँड लेफ्टला एक मार्क करून ठेवतो, जेणेकरून त्या दोन्हीच्या मध्ये मला फोकस करायचा आहे.
Yes,
सो
very
दॅट
good.
म्हणजे तुमचा आय कॉन्टॅक्ट टोटली मेंटेन राहील इंटरव्ह्यूअरशी. असे तुम्ही डिफरंट ट्रिक वापरू शकता, डिफरंट तुम्ही मीटिंग क्रिएट करू शकता मित्रांशी, काहीतरी शेअरिंग करायचं असेल म्हणजे काहीतरी तुम्ही एक साधं पीपीटी बनवून बोलू शकता मित्राशी, म्हणजे तुम्ही त्या प्लॅटफॉर्मची यूज टू हॉल.
येस येस स्टुडंट्स, सी सरांनी खूप छान ट्रिक दिले. ओके, तुम्ही तुमच्यामध्ये व्हिडिओ कॉल करू शकता आणि जो तुमचा कॅमेरा आहे, ओके, ही खूप मोठी हिंट आहे. तुम्ही इव्हन काही बुक्स किंवा नेटवर जे सर्च केलं तर अशी ट्रिक भेटणार नाही, तुम्हाला एक्सपिरियन्समधनं भेटतात. तुमच्या कॅमेरा साईडला काहीतरी मार्कर किंवा मार्क करा, ओके, जो कॉन्सेप्ट म्हणजे वेगळा दिसतो. आता मोस्टली लॅपटॉप तुमचे ब्लॅक्स आहेत, ओके, व्हाईट मार्क करा, ओके, जेणेकरून कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आय कॉन्टॅक्ट जो म्हणतात ते खूप महत्वाचं आहे.
येस येस.
ओके, सर जे म्हणतात आता तुम्ही फेस टू फेस नसणार आहे, त्यामुळे आय कॉन्टॅक्ट आणि तुमचे जे फेस एक्सप्रेशन्स आहेत, ओके, किंवा अनवॉन्टेड जे स्माइल्स आहेत ते अवॉइड कसं करणार आहेत.
Yes.
तुम्ही तुमच्यामध्ये तुम्ही एक जस्ट रिकॉल करू शकता ना, फ्रेंडला व्हिडिओ कॉल करून एखादी पीपीटी किंवा बोलताय तुम्ही, जस्ट तुम्ही 10 मिनिटाचा किंवा 5 मिनिटाचा व्हिडिओ रेकॉर्ड करून परत तुम्ही अभ्यास करू शकता. मला आय कॉन्टॅक्ट होतोय काय,
येस येस येस.
ओके, जाऊन जे गेस्चर आहे, सर म्हटले फक्त मी
Yes.
वरती ट्राउझर घेतला म्हणजे जस्ट वरचा टॉप घेतला पण खाली कवर काय गरज
कसं
नाही.
असतं, काही स्टुडंट पाहिले मी ऑनलाईन इंटरव्ह्यू काय होतंय, खाली काय पण असू दे, जरी काय होत नसलं तरी तुमचा इंटरव्ह्यूचा जो कॉन्फिडन्स लेवल असतो तो टोटली हॅम्पर होतो. म्हणजे जर तुम्ही फॉर्मलमध्ये असाल तर तुम्ही कधी पण चेक करा, तुमचा एक एक्सपिरियन्स म्हणजे एक जो कॉन्फिडन्स आणि तुम्ही जे बोलत असता ते कॉन्फिडन्सनं बाहेर पडत असतं. सो हे काय म्हणजे निग्लिजिबल पॉईंट आहे, मी तुम्हाला हसू पण येईल, पण ह्या पॉईंटमुळे कॉन्फिडन्सवर फरक पडत असतो.
Okay,
सो प्लीज
yes.
याची पण काळजी घ्या.
तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केला असेल जेव्हा तुम्ही कॅज्युअल अप्रोच मध्ये असता, ओके, जेव्हा तुमचा ऍटिट्यूड मधला आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही फॉर्मल ड्रेस मध्ये असता, तुमचा जो ऍटिट्यूड आहे तो बॉडीमध्ये इट सेल्फ ही नॅचरल थिंग आहे. जेव्हा तुम्ही फॉर्मल मध्ये असता तो एक ऍटिट्यूड जो असतो तो पॉझिटिव्ह, जेव्हा कॅज्युअल ड्रेसमध्ये असता त्यावेळेचा ऍटिट्यूड ह्यामध्ये खूप डिफरन्स आहे आणि तुम्हाला तो अनुभवला पण असतील तुम्ही. ओके, तर जो ड्रेसिंग आहे तो खूप इम्पॅक्ट करतो, इनर ज्या स्ट्रेंथ आहेत त्या इम्प्रूव्ह करतात.
येस येस.
ओके, ऑलमोस्ट.
आणि काही क्वेश्चन असेल तर तुम्ही दोन विचारू शकता, कारण यानंतर तुमचा आणि मॉक इंटरव्ह्यू पण आहे.
ओके, आणि जरा सरांना आपला वेळ भेटला, तुमचे इंटरव्ह्यू अजून पुढे घ्या असतील तर सरांचा अनेक आता सेशन मी घ्यायचा प्रयत्न करेन. येस, आणि सर आपल्या
तुम्ही बाकीच्या गोष्टी जसं की काही लोकांनी काल काही मला मेसेज केलं की आफ्टर सिलेक्शन मला प्रोजेक्ट चांगलं मिळेल का, या गोष्टी नंतरच्या आहेत आणि या गोष्टी आपण करूया, काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही. मी पण आहे आता इथं 2-3 वर्षापासून, त्यामुळे थोड्या करू शकतो ॲडजस्ट गोष्टी, पण तुम्ही या गोष्टीची आता काळजी करू नका. इव्हन तो काही स्टुडंट मला काल टेक्स्टवर बोलत होते की मला खूप टेन्शन आलं आहे. कसं आहे, हा इंटरव्ह्यू आहे, आपल्याला असं काय, हा तर फर्स्ट ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आहे तुमची, तुम्ही तुमचं बेस्ट द्यायचं प्लॅन करू शकता. बाकी सगळं आता तुमच्या हातातच आहे, कसं म्हणजे परफॉर्मन्स देता आणि काय टेन्शन घ्यायसारखं असं काय नाही की बाबा हा जॉब नसला की आपल्याला परत जॉब मिळणारच नाही. त्यामुळे निवांत राहा आणि फ्रँकली म्हणजे बोलू शकता तुम्ही, जे तुम्ही आता व्यवस्थित प्रिपरेशन केलं ते बोलू शकता, काही इश्यू नाही.
Okay, students. Okay, you give there are number of opportunities in your life. Okay, this is the first opportunity. You learn from that opportunity also. Every opportunity give. Okay, either win or either we learn.
Yes.
Okay, there is no any lose. Okay, so सरांनी लास्ट 1.5 तास सर कंटिन्यू बोलतात. ओके, त्यांच्या बिजी शेड्यूल सरांची ऑलमोस्ट मी घरी आलो सर ऑलमोस्ट मीटिंग चालू होती, ती मीटिंग एंड करून सर परत आपल्या कंटिन्यू जॉईन होतात, जे सर खूप एफर्ट देतात. ओके, आणि मला प्राऊड फील होते की मी सर म्हणतोय पण रोहन हा माझा स्टुडंट आहे, विद्यार्थी आहे, आणि ऑल्सो आय फील प्राऊड. ओके, तो ज्या लेवलला आता जो पोहोचला आहे. ओके, आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही सिलेक्ट व्हाल त्यांचं वर्क प्रोफाईल कसं असेल काय आपण सर नंतर डिस्कस करतील. ओके,
काही इश्यू नाही, मी परत तुम्हाला कनेक्ट करेन 100%. आता तुम्ही इंटरव्ह्यू फोकस करा. तुम्ही कसं आहे, काही तुमचे सिनियर किंवा काही लोकांकडून ऐकलं असेल की काय नसते TCS मध्ये रात्रीचे शिफ्ट देतात. इव्हन माझे काही कलिग्स ज्यांना खरंच म्हणजे इच्छाच नसते ते लोक तुम्हाला निगेटिव्ह बोलणार कधी पण, भले त्यांना मग TCS द्या किंवा आणि मग कुठला पण कंपनी आहे BMW, पण ते वाईटच बोलणार. काहीच असतात असे लोक की तुम्हाला निगेटिव्ह 100% करणार. इव्हन तुमचे काही सिनियर, आता मी काही कोणाला ब्लेम करत नाही, पण करणार तुम्हाला निगेटिव्ह, म्हणजे बाबा काय असं काही चांगलं नाही TCS, बाकी तुम्ही जॉईन व्हा. कसं आहे तुमच्या हातात आहे. मोर दॅन 100 प्रोजेक्ट्स आहेत टी सी एसमध्ये. मग ते जगवार असेल, रोल्स रॉईस असेल किंवा मी जो वर्क करतो तो शेल असेल, जगातली सगळ्यात मोठी कंपनी. तसे वेगवेगळे डोमेन्स आहेत. असं नाही की तुम्ही गेला आणि डायरेक्ट तुम्हाला कोडिंगलाच टाकलं किंवा तुम्हाला डायरेक्ट बीपीओलाच टाकलं. हे तुमच्या हातात आहे. कसं आहे ट्रेनिंगमध्ये तुम्ही जो परफॉर्मन्स देता, तुम्ही आफ्टर सिलेक्ट झाल्यानंतर तुमचं काम झालं असं नाही आहे. जेव्हा तुम्ही टी सी एस ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट करता त्यानंतर तुमचे परत इंटरव्ह्यू असतात. म्हणजे टी सी एसमध्ये आला तुम्ही, पण डिफरंट प्रोजेक्ट्स आहेत. त्यात आता तुम्हाला कुठल्या पिरियडमध्ये सिलेक्ट व्हायचं हे पण तुमच्या हातात असतं. मग त्यावेळी कसं असतं, काही लोक कॉन्फिडन्समध्ये जातात, ओव्हर कॉन्फिडन्स म्हणू शकतो मी. झालं माझं टी सी एस आता लाईफ सेट आहे, सेमी गव्हर्नमेंट जॉब आहे, कसं पण इंटरव्ह्यू दिले तर चालते. म्हणजे आफ्टर सिलेक्टिंग पण टी सी एस मी सांगतोय, प्रोजेक्टला तुम्हाला इंटरव्ह्यू द्यायला लागतो. तो काय एकदम म्हणजे सिम्पल असतो तुमच्या स्किल सेटवर. ह्या गोष्टी नंतरच्या आहेत, त्यामुळे आता ह्याच्यावर गोष्टी तुम्ही फोकस करू नका. आता तुम्ही जो इंटरव्ह्यू राऊंड आहे तुमचा निंजाचा, त्यावर फोकस करा. नंतरच्या गोष्टींना आम्ही परत एक सेशन ठेवून गायडन्स करेन तुम्हाला.
येस येस येस. ओके गाईज, सो वी स्टॉप देअर टुडे. आणि तुमच्या काही क्युरीज असतील, शंका असतील, तुम्ही व्हॉट्सअपवर टाकत चला, सरांना पिंग करत चला.
येस
ओके
येस डेफिनेटली.
ओके. ह्यानंतर तुमचा जो मॉक इंटरव्ह्यू असेल, ओके, आज आपले सगळेच मॉक इंटरव्ह्यू होणार नाहीत. आज आपले 8 ते 9 मुलांचा आपण इंटरव्ह्यू करतोय, मॉक राऊंड करतोय. ओके, थोड्या वेळात एक 7:30 पर्यंत आम्ही त्याचं शेड्यूल मी तुम्हाला टाकेन व्हॉट्सअपवरती टचमध्ये राहा, कोण कोण स्टुडंट आहेत. ओके, रँडमली एक 8 ते 10 मुलं आपण घेतोय, उद्या काहींचे घेऊया. ठीक आहे. ह्या प्रकारे तुम्ही सरांचे गायडन्स दिले, क्वेश्चन सांगितले, कसं प्रिपरेशन, कसं बोलायचं, त्याचे काही नोट्स सरांचे असतील ते मी तुम्हाला शेअर करेन. ओके, सो वी स्टॉप हिअर. ओके, थँक्यू.
थँक्यू.
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. थँक्यू सर. येस सर. सर वाडेकर सर. येस.